So you are here to talk a little bit about alien skin. It's one of the tools that you use to create your images. So how did you come about choosing alien skin as part of your workflow?
About 2.5, nearly 3 years ago, I met Lara Jade at a workshop in Australia, and we were both teaching the same workshop together, and she was using it. So I bought it that night, and I've used it every day since. So I was the one, when I went on CreativeLIVE and showed everybody who follows me, I called the alien skin and said, hey, I really love your product. And I was like, can I feature it? And they were like, sure. So it's on my daily workflow. And what I wanted to do with this video was show you how I actually take a shoot from actually taking the shot, how I lit it to get the old masters look, and then take it through to the old masters look in alien skin.
All right, I'm going to shoot this horizontally first. Just relax your mouth, bottom lip up, good girl. Chin down ever so slightly. That's exactly right, beautiful. Really work those beautiful eyes for me, good girl, there it is. Stay right there, I love this. And I'm gonna go vertical. Gorgeous, and just like that, I have exactly what I want. I retouch everything first before it goes to alien skin. I look at alien skin as being my finished product. So right now, I just want to show you a few things that I love. When I go into color film and Polaroid, as a photographer that's old school, that used to shoot film, I very much am enamored by every one of these. And in order to put it on everything, I'm going to go Command A, so I'm going to select everything. So when I hover without touching, as you can see, I'm making every one of the images show up. When I hover over there and then I go along, I'm going to show you every time. When I look at the dense richness of the Polaroid filters, I am so drawn to this. I remember shooting E6 film cross-processed through a C41 processor and getting that intense blowout in the highlights and then an intense yellow to magenta to green throw. Remember, you can take the overall intensity down 25%, 50%, but have a look at how beautiful this is. Seeing these images at full power with a strong filter like this. There's a couple of films here that really take my fancy. One of them is the SX70 blend film. Look how luxurious this is. It takes this image almost into a paintedly old masters feel. Even if I'd posed her maybe in draping fabric or nude, to me right now, in one click of a button, I'm already in this old masters beautiful feel. And when I look at this image here, everything about this screams beautiful. So right now, the Polaroid films, when I go down, every one of them excite me. I absolutely love the use of these textures and old scratches, although I never put a scratch over the face. So what I'm going to do is just show you a little trick that I use. In the texture, if you click that off, the texture is gone. The filter is still there, but the texture is gone. And I can go here and click this little arrow and I can put different textures. So if you want something that's scratched around the outsides or scratched a different way, I can choose different ones. But if I choose the one that's already chosen for it, I can go to the protect and slide it along. And what it does is it protects the center of the image, which means it takes it off the face and really only goes to the outside. And then if you're finding that too strong, you can drop the opacity of the scratches right back. So turn your protect back up and drop to your opacity, and then the scratches are of a lesser opacity over her face. Okay, Polaroid, absolutely love. To me, everything about this shoot is screaming to sit in this area, but I would like to take you up into the fading. I love color photo with scratches, and then I remove the scratches. And the reason I do that is because that is my favorite filter, and it's not the same as that. And then there's color photo warm, which I also love. But one of the filters that I have a very strong preference towards is this. It's the Coded Color 1942 to 1953. There is something about this filter, whether it's a light shot backlit to a dark shot like this, that simply has an old world feel to it that I've never seen in an action. It is a go-to for me. It looks like she's underwater. It's absolutely magnificent. It doesn't look good on every image, as you see on the lighter ones, not so much, although it has a very strong look about it. But these dark ones, absolutely beautiful. And if I change the overall intensity, so if I knock that back to say 50%, and then I show you the before and after, how beautiful and soft is that? So color fading for me is so gorgeous. I really feel that this selection of images, if I go down to Polaroid, is where I want to, it's where I want to finish. It's what I love. I feel like going through them, I was definitely drawn to this selection. It's either going to be yellowed or the creamy highlight. I love the creamy highlight. So just to show you how to edit and batch, because what I love about Exposure 7 is you can work in a grid. So if you are batching multiple images, you can change the size of the thumbnail right down, open a full folder, and basically apply very quickly multiple filters to one whole set of images. Or you can fit per screen, and you can just go along the bottom and select, no different than you do in Lightroom, a sequence of images and just apply a filter to that. I'm absolutely drawn to the 669 creamy highlights. I've selected this amount of images, which is 6. And what I'm going to do is take the overall intensity down, just so it's not so high in contrast. I can take it right down to 35, 40%. That's right where it sits well with me. And I just click through and make sure that my final choice is exactly what I wanted for the sequence. I click through and I love how it's picking up the highlights. It really is remarkable. Looks beautiful and it suits the series. I love it on the black. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is select these 7 images, and I don't feel like they suit the creamy 669, so I'm going to choose something else for the different color tone. And I'm actually going to go back down to the Polaroid again, because at the bottom of Polaroid I really loved this. I'm going to drop the overall intensity to about 80%. When I click through the SX70 film modified, I feel like the grain, the red, the gold is a tone that I'm completely in love with. It suits the series of images. Absolutely adore how this looks so paintedly, and Old Masters, her poses suit the final look, and her skin tone is just magical.